Hey everybody, this is Bridget Danner from Women's Wellness Collaborative, and I recently took a trip to Mexico and I brought a lot of things to help keep me feeling well while I was there. So I thought you might find it interesting to hear what I brought. Now, traveling to a foreign country, especially like a developing country, it's just that the bacteria are different, and the bacteria may be a little more plentiful also than we're used to. So it's just a different environment, just like we have our microbiome that we've developed here in the States. If you're from the States, when you go to a new place, you're getting exposed to new bacteria. And here in the States, we're often too clean. We've all used a lot of antibiotics and we are using antibacterial things all the time. So we're getting exposed to new bacteria in a new place, and that can definitely get you sick. You can also potentially come home with a parasite. You can still get a parasite in the United States, certainly, but I wanted to share with you some of the things I brought along to help prevent myself from getting sick, and then some other little remedies I brought just for some of the things that come up when you're on vacation. So mostly I'm going to show you essential oils, but also I'm going to show you some supplements as well. Essential oils are really nice because they're so small. They're so easy to travel with. So definitely one you want to bring is this one called Digest Zen, which is just a general digestive tonic. And it's got some warming herbs. Let's see, peppermint, anise, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So this is a full strength, but you could also bring it in a little diluted bottle or a little roller bottle that you make up, and just put like a little bit on your abdomen. I would do it just for maintenance and prevention twice a day, and then if you're dealing with something, you can do it, more often, like 4 times a day. Another one I brought was On Guard. This is doTERRA's kind of general germ preventer and cold season remedy. So I think this one is a nice one to take too. You can again use it preventatively a couple times a day. You could again dilute it because this is full strength, and you don't necessarily need, you don't really need to use full strength. So you could put it in an oil or just dab a little drop into your hand with some carrier oil. So this is a great one to have along, because sometimes when you get sick when you're traveling is not what you expect. Like you think it's going to be a stomach thing, but you get a cold. Sometimes when we go on vacation, our body's finally getting a chance to rest, and it deals with some, viruses and stuff in our body. So speaking of things you might not expect to get, when I went to study in China, I brought all this stuff for my stomach, but ended up having a lot of respiratory issues because the air quality in China is not so great. So here's another great thing to bring along. It's called Breathe. And this guy is for respiratory, freedom, so to speak, like to help move phlegm in the chest. But it also helps prevent some cold and flu and germs as well. So if you end up getting congested or not feeling well, this is a really great one to have around. Something I brought more specifically for like if I got really sick to my stomach was oregano. So this is very strong oil. You definitely want to dilute it, but I did actually get sick while I was there. I'll explain more, but so I ended up busting out the oregano oil and some other things. So while I was there, we brought some food to cook because we drove in, but we ended up eating out a lot, and I ate drinks out a lot. And it's hard to tell what exactly got you sick, but I feel like I got sick off of like a bottled horchata. So I think I felt like, oh, it's in a bottle, so it's clean. But just because it's in a bottle, doesn't mean it's like purified for foreigners. So I think that's maybe what got me sick. So when I got sick, I started pounding this guy. This is called Biocidin. And we don't have this product in our store yet, but I think we may in the future. And you can buy this from the site, Biobotanical Research. The founder of this company, Rachel Fresno, is coming on the podcast soon. So if you haven't listened to the podcast, you're not a subscriber, you can get on. And that was a great interview. So this is a antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral tincture. It's very potent. It can kill off basically anything. So when I started to feel sick, I was using my oregano, my Digest Zen, and I was using like 5 drops of this I don't know, like maybe 4 times a day. So pretty concentrated stuff. So I think this is a great thing to bring around like whenever you're traveling as well. Because the essential oils are great and maybe would have been enough, but to me, I just want to go at it from every angle. I don't want to like bring home anything. So in my experience, yeah, I totally kicked the thing pretty well. So it came on pretty suddenly. I was feeling kind of feverish and my stomach was turning a bit. I took all my stuff. I went to bed early. I could tell I was kind of feverish all night, but I never had any diarrhea. My stomach was like a little off the next couple of days, but I would say it was 70 to 80% better in that first 12 hours. So pretty awesome. Peppermint is a great one to bring around. It's good for sunburn. Again, I would dilute it, but I did get a little sunburn on the trip. It kind of happens when you haven't been out in the sun in a while. Also good for settling stomachs, or for like for kids, they might not want to take every type of oil. You could use a little peppermint on their bellies. So this peppermint is so fantastic. It's good for headaches. I clean my hair with it. Every time I wash my hair, I totally love it. So peppermint's always like a good one to have around. Getting through them, it seems like a lot, but they'll fit in like a tiny bag. This is called Deep Blue. It's doTERRA's formula for pain. They also make it in a lotion, but if you're traveling and you want things that are small, this is their little concentrated, blend of just pure essential oils. And if you're, on vacation and walking a lot or doing new things, you're probably going to get some sore muscles from time to time. Maybe you're carrying luggage. So having something for muscle pain is a great idea. And let's see, a couple more things I brought. I brought this grapefruit seed extract. This kind of purifies water. Not that we drank the water, so I don't know if I really needed to bring this, but I did take it when I started to feel sick, and I feel good about that. So this, again, is like very antibacterial. It's a very great supplement for anti-candida. So this is grapefruit seed extract. I just got it at my local natural grocery store. You usually put like 10 drops in a glass of water. You could also use it to wash your produce while you're traveling. So again, we didn't end up cooking in as much as I expected because we were just having fun being out and about. But this could be used to wash your fruits and vegetables, or you could do something like lemon oil to wash your fruits and vegetables while you are traveling about. A couple more things that I brought. I brought a Megaspore probiotic. Definitely want to be putting this in there because it's helping sort of regulate the bacterial environment in your gut while you're in this new environment. So I definitely was taking that. And I take it along with this guy, which is a product that we are coming out with really soon. Oops, it's hard to see. But this is Saccharomyces boulardii, and we call it GI Assist in this case. So I started developing this because our coach, Anne Moline, was saying she finds that this, along with the Megaspore, makes it work better. And in my personal experience, I found that to be true as well, up on her recommendation. But the interesting thing is this is a yeast. This is a beneficial yeast, and it was originally discovered because it was like curing travelers' diarrhea in Malaysia or somewhere. And it was basically a yeast found in a fermented drink they would make locally. So it's great for travelers' diarrhea. So I definitely brought it along and took it along with everything else, especially once I started to feel off. So I think that's all I brought. Well, I did bring something that maybe not everyone would bring. This is something I use for detoxification. I brought that. I'm not sure if I brought this, but it's hanging around. This is their oil for food cravings and digestion as well, and metabolism. So I can't remember if I brought those, but anyway, I guess the last note I'll talk about is the water. And we brought some like plastic jugs of water down, but I think if I were to do it again and be staying for a while, I would bring our Berkey. So that's our like stainless steel filter that you pour water on the top and it goes through a filter. Honestly, I just felt really bad about all the plastic we were using. I actually brought a big bag of plastic home to recycle because I didn't see anywhere to recycle it down there. So I just just kind of made me aware that like I don't want to go and produce a bunch of waste. So I think if we went again, because we drive, I would bring our Berkey and then maybe clean the water with grapefruit seed extract. But yeah, it was just interesting to I've been to Mexico many times. It was interesting to kind of take it with a fresh perspective on like some things I can do to reduce my environmental footprint and also just keep healthy and not come home with any new bugs while I was there. So I hope that's helpful. You can always get doTERRA oils through our site, through our shop, and we do different webinars on them. Best way to kind of stock up is to buy a kit. So when you get a membership, you can buy a kit and get pretty much all the oils I talked about are in the kit, because these are just basic things you need to take care of your family with all the little things that come up. So you can always get that. Megaspore you can get on our store now, and very soon you'll be able to get this GI Assist as well. So really fun stuff coming up. Thanks everybody for watching. Be well while you travel.